Hello, my name is Pinar Ozcan. I'm a professor of Entrepreneurship and Innovation at Said Business School, Oxford University. What I would love to talk to you about is some latest research that is coming out of the Oxford Future of Finance and Technology initiative on the importance and role of AI in the financial sector. AI has entered our lives in a significant way, whether that's our kids trying to do their homework with ChatGPT, or whether we're using AI in order to write reports or finishing up some work that is more administrative. AI has become an important part of our lives already as individuals. But what's interesting is to think about the use of AI in financial organizations. Data is sensitive and data is intensive in the financial sector. That puts the financial sector in a very important spot for revolution through AI. On the one hand, there's so much one can do in terms of understanding customers by analyzing their data. At the same time, financial data is under strict regulation. I have seen many fintechs working with data scientists and using AI in order to analyze financial data. This is a very important movement because faster analysis of data, using machines instead of humans to analyze data, can really make financial products better, cheaper, and faster. And what that can bring to the financial sector is more financial inclusion. In other words, allowing financial institutions to serve people that they have found too expensive to serve before. Whether that's someone who's a farmer, speaks a dialect and cannot get to a bank, or whether that's someone who's a gig worker and therefore doesn't fit the standard box for customers. Financial institutions can now understand their customers much better and even use Gen AI in order to create new products for them. There are roadblocks in the use of AI, however. For example, fintechs find it very difficult to access financial data that resides in large institutions like banks and credit institutions. On the one hand, regulations such as open banking and open finance, pioneered in the UK and in the EU and now spreading all over the world. And on the other hand, the EU AI Act are very important steps for us to be able to use AI in a safe way. However, what's important in order to create an AI revolution in the financial industry is to make sure that partnerships between small AI startups and large institutions can happen. Large institutions typically find it difficult to talk to small startups. On the one hand, they don't speak the same language. There are not many data scientists in large banks who understand what AI can do. And when they get together, the terms and the conditions and the contracts take so long that by the time that they are ready, the startup has run out of money. So what can we do in order to enable financial inclusion through the use of AI in the sector of finance? We need to make sure that these partnerships can happen seamlessly. There need to be encouragements, there need to be motivations in order for large institutions to work with smaller, innovative startups. And we need to make sure that regulators encourage the use of AI and at the same time put boundaries around it to make sure that consumers are protected.